welcome to my channel. My name is Misty and I'm the maker behind Misty Dawn Designs. This is my first video ever, so I apologize if the lighting or the sound or the frame is not done correctly. I live in a small rural community on the west coast of Newfoundland with my husband and my 2 children and my 2 cats. I enjoy making things, mainly knitting, crocheting, and sewing. So I figured I'd put a little bit of my projects out there in a knitting podcast and see what happens. So, as all knitting podcasts go, or most anyway, I'm going to start with what I'm wearing. This is just a pattern from Bellish, very, very simple raglan crew neck. The sleeves are slightly longer. I made it slightly oversized. It is quite oversized actually. Gives me lots of room to move in. This was made out of alpaca light from Ice Yarns. Show it to you there. Alpaca light. It's soft, it's not itchy. It is 18% alpaca, 20% wool, 8% viscose, and 54% acrylic. So I typically make custom orders for crochet. So about a year ago, I made a really large bulk order from Ice Yarns. This was my main the main yarn that I would have been using for my orders. But I love it for sweaters. I have quite a bit. All of this row right here is this yarn. So lots of different colors. So that's what I'm wearing. Let's see. I have a few finished objects. I have a few that have been custom orders, so I'll show you guys those first. I have an older gentleman that approached me at one of my craft markets last fall, and he was looking for a very specific hat that fit him very specifically. He didn't want it to be too loose, he didn't want it to be too long. So I made a custom order for him for one of those. That was the fall. And he just recently contacted me again to get me to make him 2 more. So I made him these. Now these do look very short, but that is what he prefers. So I will show you right there. So it's very short. It's just a simple crocheted beanie. I have a tag on it. I probably should have removed that. And these are ready to deliver. So he has 2 of those. So I will be bringing those to him later this week. I also have a hat and scarf set. It's the hat pattern is my own. The infinity scarf, the pattern is my own as well. It's not written up or anything. It's just an idea I came up with a few years ago, and my customers seem to really enjoy them. So I do have one, but unfortunately it's been delivered already. So I will try to put a picture in. We'll see how that goes. I'm not very technically advanced. I'll try to put a picture in. The next order that I have is a twist ear warmer. This is just something I came up with again. This is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. And it is made out of another ice yarns. It is called ETNO. I don't know how to say that. Alpaca. So that's the label for it right there. It's a nice burgundy color. This is 25% alpaca, 50% merino, and 25% acrylic. It's 50 grams and 75 meters. I don't think I told you that about the alpaca light. The alpaca light is 50 grams and 130 meters. So this is a DK, and this is a bulky. So that's another finished object. The last one I have to show you is a hat and mitt set that will be going out for delivery this week as well. This is my signature hat pattern. And like I said, there's no written instructions for this. This is just my own design. I'll try it on for you. Let's see, it's a little slouchy. It's very comfortable. It's got a tighter band up top than it does the body of the hat. So I like it. And it's very warm too. I'm sorry, this is also mixed with, this is a mohair, also from Ice Yarns. It is called Super Kid Mohair Comfort, and it is 41% Super Kid mohair, 11% merino wool, 23% viscose, 23% polyamide, and 2% elastane. It is 30 grams, 360 meters, and it is a super fine number one weight. So is that hat, and this is for the same order, these mittens. So that is all of my orders for this month. I also have a couple finished objects. These are just a plain pair of vanilla socks. These are probably my favorite socks. I've made these at the beginning of January, and they've probably been washed maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 times since then. So I really enjoy them. They're made of another Ice Yarns. This is called Print Sock from Ice Yarn. Let me see if I can, if you can see that or not. I hope it focused. This is a super fine 100 grams, 400 meters. It's 75% super wash wool and 25% polyamide. They're my favorite socks. I love them. And they're on, I believe these are Knit Picks sock blockers. They weren't actually dried on the sock blocker, but yeah. And they're perfect for being outside, walking, hiking, snowshoeing, all that stuff, skidooing even. Okay. Oh, sorry. The cuff, heel, and toes was in a contrast, and it was this yarn right here. Now this is from Kramer Yarns. I ordered a mystery box from them, a 10-pound mystery box, earlier the fall when they had some available, and this came in it. This I believe is 100% wool. It's natural. I don't think it's, yeah, it's just a natural 100% wool. It's about a 2, I guess. It's thicker than the print sock, which I use on the body of the socks, but I think it worked okay together. You can tell that it is a thicker yarn, but okay. Next I have a sweater. This sweater was a free pattern from Your Inspirations, I believe. I'll post it. I'll put a link down below to the pattern, but it was a free pattern. I did make some changes to it. It's called the Nomad Fair Isle Sweater, and this is what it looks like. So it's a colorwork sweater yoke. It's very oversized. It's got 2x2 rib on the cuff and on the hem, and it actually, I put 2x2 rib on the neckline as well, but it actually had a cowl neck with color work as well. I did that originally, but I didn't like the way it was fitting and the way it looked on me. I'm quite a short person. I'm only 5'1", so you know, I don't want to make myself look a little bit shorter. So I ended up cutting the neck out, ripped it off, and then I rejoined and worked the 2x2 rib. This is made out of, I'll give you one more look at it there. This is made out of ice yarns again. ENTO alpaca. I really don't know how to say that. So it's the same one as the twistier warmer that I showed you earlier. And these are the 4 colors I've used. So there's a dark green, a medium gray, like an olivey green, and this is a very, very light gray. It looks almost white, but it's more of a light gray. So that was a fun knit, and this is nice to, you know, be outside on the days where it's not as cold, with maybe a long sleeve shirt, especially if you're up in, you know, in the backcountry, snowshoeing or something like that. That'll keep you warm enough with a long sleeve shirt underneath. And my final finished object is a sweater that I designed myself. Again, there's no pattern for it. If that's something somebody's interested in, just shoot me a message or a comment or something, and you know, maybe I might turn some of these designs into patterns. So this I named the Birchbark sweater, mainly because I was using yarn out of my stash, and these were the colors that I had in this particular yarn, and also because we are surrounded by lots of birch trees where I live. We have quite a bit of land, and my brother-in-law lives next door to us, and he has quite a bit of land as well. And there's lots of woods and lots of birch trees that I actually tap in springtime and make birch syrup, which is delicious. I wish I had maple trees on my property, but we don't. So this is the Birchbark sweater. It's just a simple round yoke with color blocking. I still have ends to weave in. This has been blocked, but it hasn't, the ends haven't been weaved in. Oh, that's looking so bright. There we go. It's got a 2x2 ribbed cuff and hem and collar. That was my final finished object. I have a few whips as well. Not too many, just 2, I believe. Yeah, just 2. I try not to have too many projects on the go at one time. I find it makes me overwhelmed. So usually it's just 1 or 2, and then plus my custom orders for my crochet. So the first whip I have is, oh my goodness, another pair of socks, just plain vanilla ones. I have one completed. The other one is still on my needles. So this is what it looks like. And this is my whip. this is the yarn I'm using. Now this yarn is not really meant for socks. It's a 1-ply. Sorry, I was just looking around for where I had one. It's a 1-ply. It is 75% merino and 25% nylon, but it's not strong. It's not really meant for socks. It's called Sugarbush Blaze. This is a different colorway. I don't even know the name of this colorway. What is it? Santa Fe Sunset is this one. This colorway is called Smoky Teal, I believe. So I'm doing those up. We'll see how they go. They're a little bit tight. I'm using 9-inch circulars, Chagoo. These are size 0, 2 millimeters. And I cast on 64 stitches. I find they're a little tight, so next time I might add 4 additional stitches, or maybe even go up to size 1s. We'll see. But I'm gonna finish those up and see how they wear. My final finished object is one of my favorite patterns to knit. I think I knit, I think this is number 3 or 4, I can't quite remember. And this is a sweater. It's for Valentine's Day. And it is the Ranunculus. Isn't it beautiful? So I'm probably maybe 4 days into this. We'll see. Usually only get a few hours a day to knit at it. It is made with alpaca light, which is the same yarn the sweater is made out of, and the Super Kid mohair held together. So these are the 2 colors I'm using. And I love the way it's looking. It's slightly shiny, which is really nice. So, I think I forgot to tell you the yarn that the Birchbark sweater was made out of. It is Merino Chunky from Ice Yarns. It's 50% merino and 50% acrylic. It's 100 grams and 100 meters. And I used about 2 of each color, so 6 balls in total. So 600 grams, that's not bad. That's all the whips I have. There's not really a whole lot going on in our personal lives. Like I said, we live in a very rural community, so we don't get out a whole lot. My kids just went back to school yesterday. They were doing online learning since Christmas break was over. They're back to school now. They're enjoying it. They like being around their friends, obviously. And again, where we live in a rural community, we literally don't have any children nearby for them to play with. Other than their cousins next door and my brother-in-law's. And I don't really have anything else. I don't know how this video went. We'll see, I guess. If anybody has any ideas or suggestions on how to make my videos better, I would appreciate that. You can either shoot me an email, I'll have that information linked below, or write it in the comments below. I plan on trying to do a podcast once a month at the end of every month. That's usually when I have a bit of things to show. And I might throw in an how-to video every now and then as well. So again, if there's anything you'd like to see, just let me know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Thanks.